All right, guys, it's the barbecue guy. It's a little bit cold out today, a lot of snow. We want to make some chicken. We don't want to go outside in the snow. It's going to take too long. So we're going to cook the chicken on the skillet on the oven. I'm going to show you how to do this. It's quick, it's easy, tastes almost just as good as the barbecue. We're going to get this going. All right, so we're getting the chicken going here. We've basically dried off the chicken, put a light layer of olive oil on it, put some of this seasoning. You can put whatever seasoning you'd like. Now we're going to turn our fan on. Don't need it on real high. We're going to put this on a medium power. We're going to take our skillet.
Andrew, you want to go in there?
Put a good amount of olive oil in there. It's probably about good. Once that heats up a little, and you got to remember your skillet gets hot, we're going to take the pan. We're going to just kind of move it around once the oil gets a little thinner and hot to evenly spread out the oil, and then we'll put the chicken in. Alright, so our skillet's right around 300 degrees. That's just under the smoke point of the olive oil. It's perfect. We're still on medium. We're going to start a timer when these are on. We don't cook to time. We're going to get these to about 150 degrees. But we're gonna just want to know about when to flip them, which will be after about 5 minutes. So we're gonna set these in this oil. Then I don't have a lid this big for the cast iron. I must have broke. So we're gonna put this screen to keep the oil out, and then I'm just gonna take a pan lid, put that on there to help keep some of the heat in. And then we're gonna hit start, and in about 7 minutes we're gonna flip these over and see how they're looking. All right, it's been about 5.5 minutes. We're gonna flip these over. And then maybe we'll just get our temperature probe here for a minute. See what kind of temperature we got. So we're at about a 99. We want these to be about a 150. We're gonna put our oil blocker screen back on, throw this pan on. Check it again in a few more minutes. All right, just took the lid off. It's been about 10.5 minutes. We're gonna check some of these. So we're at about 128, 126. They're all cooking pretty good. So we're gonna give them one more flip. Probably have the heat a little lower. You don't want your heat too high when you're doing this, for sure. Some of that browning, I like it. The caramelized browning to me tastes pretty good, but if you don't like that, you just turn the heat down. It's going to take a little longer to cook. No big deal. So we'll check it out here in a few minutes and we should be done. All right, guys, we're at about 13 minutes. I'm going to turn the heat off. Now we're taking these chicken breasts off. If you Google, you know, how warm to cook your chicken, it's going to tell you to cook it at 165 degrees. But that's all you need to hold your chicken at for literally 1 second to make it done. We don't like our chicken to taste like rubber. So if we're above 150, which maybe these will go for another couple seconds, we're feeling pretty good. The key is you got to let them rest at that temperature for a little bit. And as long as they rest at that temperature, there's some charts you can find online, but for a few minutes you're still in the safe zone. So we're gonna let these rest because they're barely there. So we'll just keep them. See, that one's already up to 155, 160. So we'll take those two off. I do have the infrared lights I turn on just to get a little heat on these while they're resting. This one kind of being a little stubborn. It's about 150, 149. But you see, we've already been at 150 or 149 for about 2 minutes. So again, it's not just temperature, it's time at a certain temperature, right? So this one we're gonna also take off, and then we're gonna leave these resting. So you can see we're at the 15-minute mark. We're gonna cover these in tin foil. Don't worry if you don't have these infrared lights, they really don't do much. cover that up and we'll see you again in 5 minutes and we'll check the temperature. All right guys, so it's only been about 2 minutes since we took these off. These were all at about 150. That one's about 160. That one's at about 160. 167. 170. Now maybe we go, so you can see if we would have taken these off at 165, we'd have a rubber chicken. It would be about 180. So these are good. I think they're pretty good looking chicken breasts. We'll bring them over to the counter here. Look at the caramelized coating. That's going to add a lot of flavor to the chicken. Part of that's the type of seasoning we put on. It's intended to brown. And you know, you see how easy the fork goes in there. I'm going to do a one-handed cut with a butter knife. So that's a butter knife that just cut that chicken. And we'll do that again. Butter knife. So this is nice and easy. Good looking chicken. And you can see that. A lot of flavor there. Healthy olive oil. That is tender chicken. That is some good stuff. So I think we did a good job.